I go? Where am I? Ah, here I am. All right. So I'm gonna be starting on a fresh character. So I thought the best place to start would be the starting screen. This is my main character. So this is what I'm gonna explain first. Um, First, if you buy Final Fantasy through the Steam store, you do have to go on Mog Station and you will have to input your codes, and then you will gain access to the game. If you are playing on PlayStation, you will have to go to Mog Station, input your codes, and then you will gain access to the game. It's super convoluted. I don't know why, but that's how they do it. You will have to go to a secondary website after installing the game and setting up your account. That's where you will have to go and input all your information. Honestly, first make your Mog Station account if you can, and it should prompt you to do whatever you want to there. Um, I wouldn't necessarily recommend buying through the Steam, but if you bought the Steam edition um, on sale during the Steam sale, you absolutely need to continue to get them through the Steam. You cannot get them anywhere else. Um, the reason I don't recommend it is because I believe if you want to get the collector, so they're digital collector's editions of the game. And hey, Land, how are you? If you want those, I don't think they work with the Steam edition. And if they do, I can guarantee you're gonna have to jump through hoops to get it. So if you buy Steam, you have to stick with Steam. But if you make your Mog Station account and get everything through there and have it prompt you, it should be a little bit more user friendly and a little bit more helpful for you. But the next thing I'm going to explain why there's an X here. So this is my secondary character. Um, I can't remember why I moved it here. I think I moved it here to be a placeholder. Um, but she has an X over her name because I do not pay for a full subscription. So Final Fantasy has two different uh, subscriptions. One is $12.99 and the other is $15.99. So a $15.99 subscription, I would have access to both of these characters. Um, and you can make, I want to say it's up to six or eight characters on each server uh, is how many you can make with the $15.99 subscription. If you are paying, okay, yeah, standard's 8. Okay. I couldn't remember because I haven't paid for like the standard one in so long. Thank you, Land. If you're paying $12.99, you have access to one character per server, and that's it. You just can have the one character. However, my connection's poor. Like, stream looks bad. Oh. I don't know. I have no idea, actually. Anyway, we'll go back in. Maybe it was just an issue. Um, it is stormy here, so maybe I don't know. But if you pay a $12.99 subscription, you only have access to the one character per your servers. To be negative, just it wants to put me down. It wants to sell me down the river. How dare? How dare it? All right, so data centers. This is the next thing. So you have Aether, Primal, and Crystal, Chaos, Light, Elemental, Gaia, and Mana. As you can see, these are Japanese data centers. And also, hello, Caleb, and welcome you. I'm sorry. I hope you're doing well. It has been a long time. I hope you've been doing well. I know you said you had your birthday, 4th 4th of July, I believe. So I hope that you had a really good celebration and ate lots of cake. The European data centers. So, I know that some people who are NA do play on the European data centers because it's the hours they keep. I'm not sure about connection. I don't know which ones are the best ones. Um, I've heard I know people who have played on Odin and Shiva. But that's it. Like I haven't heard much else about the European data centers. The North America data centers, however, I do know about. Um, so on Aether, you have Antimantoys, Cactar Fairy, Gilgamesh, Genova, Midgarsomer, Sargatanas, and Siren. All of these servers are pretty good. um, I've never Chaos dies 24/7. Oh no, poor Chaos. Um, I don't have any problem. I think any of these servers are good to start out on. I started out on Sargatanas and then went to Gilga. But I also have an alt on Fairy and I have an alt on Cactar that I just never play. But they're all very good data centers. There's not really any problem with any of them. Primal, you have Behemoth, Excalibur, Exodus, Famfrit, Hyperion, Lamia, Leviathan, and Ultros. I've played on Famfrit, I've played on Exodus, and I think that's it. And those servers are really full. Um, these servers are extremely full. Like, there's so many people always playing on these. During prime time. Data center world visit is next patch. Oh wow, that's so soon. I didn't realize it was coming up so soon on us. Um, excuse me. I'm gonna drink my water. I'm gonna be chatting your ears off. Um, so Primal, I've played on Famfrit, played on Exodus. They're all pretty packed. They're all good servers. Um, I have characters on a few of them. I have super secret characters on them that no one will ever know about. Um, Crystal, we don't talk about Crystal. Let's go into Aether. All right. So, as you can see, this is my level 80. We're not going to talk about Crystal. We're not. I refuse. This is my level 80. This is what I do all my content on. She's the first character I like literally made and sat down and played the game through. Um, this was literally my deciding factor for Final Fantasy. Hello, you'd meet the old dark. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you'd meet tons of people who would maybe buy you a PS5 for feet pictures. I'm sure. I'm sure. um, but anyway, I sat down, I played through um A Realm Reborn, and my deciding factor was if I could get through A Realm Reborn, I would finish playing the game. Like I would just completely finish it. And I got addicted. I no lifed it, and I got through Heavensward a week before Stormblood came out. And then I kept on playing. I have an alt on Mantis, and I have mini stories. I look forward to your tell-all book coming in the near future, Lance. I look forward to it. Also, for anyone who is new here and does have questions, if I cannot answer that, if I can't answer any of the questions, I know for a fact that Land can. Land is very informative and very helpful and just a cutie patootie. He's so sweet and so nice. So, always willing to help. And I don't think you'd have a problem answering any questions. Hopefully, but you don't have to answer anything if you don't want to. You could literally just be like, I don't know, ask the streamer. I don't fucking know. I don't care. I'm busy. All right, so we're gonna be playing on Cactar. Um, yeah, she's only level 1, so I haven't really done anything on her, except for log in and make her player. Oh, wait. Wait. Is this Asmongold's server? Is it? We're gonna be waiting forever. I'm pretty sure it is. Oh god, yeah, I'll be waiting a hot minute. It's fine. We're just gonna be waiting a few minutes is all. All right. Oh yeah. And I got mail. What did I buy? So these things are gonna pop up. I don't know why my connection's poor. Let's hold on. We're gonna teleport. Why do I have an estate? What free company am I in? Oh wait, Land, am I in your free company? I forgot. Okay. Let's. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna go to New. I'm big dumb. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. Oh yeah, because I think I came to your wedding, right? This is I came to your wedding. That's the last time I logged on. Oh goodness. Yeah, see? Lots of people. Everyone's playing this game. All right. So here's where we start. This thing, don't need it. We're reading, we're not reading. Who is sharing their estate with me? Who even knew about this character? How dare you oust me? Unbelievable. Let's see. Okay. Company board. Discord currently under construction. Events, maps, mounts, PvP, etc. at Saturday/Wednesday at 10 p.m. CST. Wow. Look at who's hosting events. Wow. All right. So I'm going to go through. Actually, I'll go through a few things right here. All right. So these chairs mean people are away. These sprouts mean new players. If you have a sprout next to your name and you're like, I don't want anyone knowing that I'm a filthy peasant, I don't want people to know this. All right? You press C. I lied. You do not press C. I'm making things up. Player search. You go to your player search. Go party members. If you were the only one see, I have a sprout. Do I want people to know that I am a filthy peasant? Do I want people to know this? Go to edit search info. You have the choice of picking many of things. Online, new adventure, busy. Busy keeps people from messing up your teleports, which they will do, especially Land. Away from keyboard if you want people to think you're not there. Looking for a materia meld. I never see anyone use this one. Role playing. Land uses that one exclusively. And then the little flag one is looking for a party, which I've also I believe this one pops up when you're in Party Finder. But again, I think that usually it's just you in a party, and then you can click their person's name and then go into the Party Finder and see what they're queuing for. But that's for much later on. That's for when you're doing like savage content, extreme content, or people who are just looking to get through the story. I don't want people to know that I'm a filthy peasant, so we're just switching to online. No one needs to know. All right. Bop, bop, bop. let's go through. Let's see. We'll go through each of the menu items. I feel like that's a good start. So, fellowship finders. Fellowships really haven't been fleshed out. There's not much you can do on them. Uh, as you can see, for Chile, our beautiful. Okay, you can join one for your country. Um, New to XIV and you're 18 plus. I would assume maybe some people talk on these, but I'm in one and no one ever speaks to one another in it. It's also just for hunts, so maybe that's why no one really talks in it. You're currently learning E10S. Ooh, good luck. I hope you guys get through it quickly. And get some of the gear. The gear is really pretty. If you love anime, this is the place to be. What? They know I'm a weeb? Should I join one? Let's join one. Okay, we joined Universal Anime Fan Club. No, okay. As you can see, not much has happened. Not much has changed. All right. Emotes. So emotes are things that you can either buy in the store. A lot of them come in game. Some of them you can get through events. Some of them you can get through side quests. And just doing like things in game, like if you did Ishgard Restoration, you can get emotes from that. You can get emotes from uh, the new relic weapon, and lots of side quests in the beginning. I think give a couple emotes. But you can just press them and then they happen. That's it. You can set favorites and stuff for what you want, but they're just emotes to roleplay in game. E11S feels much nicer to proc, I think. I wish I had done some of the newer raids. Right now, I know Vitamin's played for a while. I know Caleb's played. I know you've played for a while, and I know Landis played for a while. So if anyone is new and they're just lurking, feel free to ask any questions if you need to. But I'm going to try to go over as much as I can. So Free Company. I'm in one. We're the only two people online. Jeez. Okay. As you can see, land here has you're a Paisa overlord. Has labels for everyone. So officers are usually the second in command. You have the raiders, which I'm assuming that's your raid group, which is a very nice role to have so you can know who's raiders. No, we don't. His name is misspelled. Um, uh, it doesn't have anything pop up. I don't think auto hosts like show up anymore for alerts, but if you did auto host and it didn't show me, thank you, Land. I appreciate it. That was really kind of you. You don't have to do that at all. But thank you. Small Pisces, I'm assuming these may be new players. This is Land's FC, so I'm just guessing right now. Veterans, I guess people who have played for a while. I'm not sure what the Guardians mean. And then alts, I'm assuming are alt accounts because I'm an alt Paisa. So yeah, here we go. You have all of your lists of commands. So you can just go in and like change this yourself whenever you do make an FC, but you need 3 people. Is it 3 or 4 people to sign your petition? You'll have to sign your petition with the grand company of your choosing, which will be either uh, Lisma, Granadia, or Olda. 3 not counting you. Okay, so 3 more people besides yourself to sign your FC petition in order for the petition to go through. Those people don't have to stay in your guild. They can sign the petition and then they can leave. Yeah, and 20k gil. Housing. Okay. I don't have an estate on this one, so I might go over housing later. But this is for if you're decorating your house, if you've bought a house on any of the uh, data centers or just on the one data center that you're on. So if I had a house on this data center, I could go to it and I could decorate. Oh, yeah, I could. Hold on. Let me teleport to the FC house. That foreign teleport that I was unaware of in the beginning, that I was so perplexed by. Of course, it's a paisa. Okay, so you go into the housing, which is just past the gate. You click housing, and then you can edit stuff. You can put stuff away, you can move stuff, all that jazz. Remodel exterior. I'm not authorized to do that, but you can change what the aesthetic of your house looks like through there. The estate hall. That is for when you're purchasing, build. I probably can't do any of this. I'm not going to press any of it to find out. But if you're if you've bought a plot, you purchase the permit. Estate settings. This is if you want to change everything. I would suggest never demolishing your workshop or any of that. Uh, relinquishing land. Usually, if you're changing servers, I believe they give you a portion of your money back if you've bought an estate and then you transfer. Um, but I've never bought a house and moved, so I'm not sure of the percentage they give you back. Also, this is a newer setting where you can preview um, stuff from the new patch. So every time they patch new furniture in, which is basically every patch, you can preview it. Hydrangeas, these are beautiful. Wait, you don't get money anymore? I thought they gave you like 30% or 40% of your payment if you relinquish the land. Was during the split. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Never mind then. You don't get anything. Don't relinquish your land. Keep it forever. A gazebo. Oh, wow. The gazebo is actually really nice. Garden tool shelf. Like, this is just new stuff that was added in recently. But you can also preview every piece of furniture, I believe. And this is just for outdoor. You can do the same thing inside too. So everything that's been added to the game, you'll be able to see in preview. Let me check my mail because I'm sick of this mailbox. Yeah. Why do I have so much stuff on here? Mailbox is at 100% capacity. Oh, I should probably delete. Whoopsies. God, now you guys are gonna know how much I've spent on the game. Don't look. Look away. Look away, guys. You don't need to see this. Don't look. Okay, this is better. And what did you send me? Okay. All right. Anyway, let's go in the house and I'll show you. You can preview the furnishings inside. We'll also look at Land's decorating skill because it's quite impeccable. Uh, Land decorates very well. Damn, look at all this bread. So this house is actually a small house. Land has just made it look much. Oh my god. Why? Why has a Moogle thrown up in here? Oh my god. This is too much Moogle. I can't. I can't handle it. Alright. Anyway, back to the housing. So again, you'll just do the same thing and you can preview indoor furnishings and it will show you all of the new stuff that they've added into the game and you can preview it, see if you like it before you buy it or you craft it because stuff for these are quite expensive um, or to make them. It's usually kind of expensive to get some of these, especially if you don't gather. Um, so you can actually decide what you want before you buy it. You need to go ahead and get this for that Moogle room, sorry. Um, but yeah, you can just preview everything. That's actually really cool. Uh, there's very small things in here too, just like cups of coffee, anything you can think to decorate, but there is a cap on items that you can put in your house. So you can over decorate and cap your limit out and not have that many items. Also, I believe you have to move all of your furniture stuff into your house, uh, or all your yard stuff into your house before you move. All right, hold on. I could have swore I saw an orange name. Ah, there we go. So if people are on your friends list, like Lands Online, they will appear as orange. And to teleport away. Back to our mainstay. So if you have gotten side content and stuff, that's where my Aetheryte tickets have come from. Not everyone starts out with those. So all these free teleports I am getting are just something that came with my account because I had pre-ordered Shadowbringers, I pre-ordered Stormblood, all that stuff just came with it because I pre-ordered. Okay, cross-world link shells. So, if you have a friend that is on Fairy, that's on Cactuar, on Gilgamesh, on any of the Aether data centers, and you all want to be in a link shell together, you all want to talk with each other, even if you're on your home servers, that's what cross-world link shells are for. But you never used it. It can get a little overwhelming. I know a lot of crafters and gatherers make their money that way. Because when you get a workshop, you can make the walls and you can make a lot of stuff. You can send stuff out to the to go on ventures. Then you can bring back minions, supplies, a bunch of different stuff, and it is really fun once you get super into it. But yeah, that's crossworld link shells. It's just so you can talk to everyone. Land, actually, if you can add this character to the crossworld link shell that we made for my main character, I'd appreciate it if you can. Because then you guys can see what invites are like. See? This will pop up, and then you will click your name, and you can accept or decline. And boom, that's it. All right, I'm also gonna have to leave that fellowship because I'm kind of scared. So this is the fellowship that I am in that I joined right when we started. This is essentially it. Like you have, it's almost like a form. I don't quite get them. I feel like they were just kind of set and forget. They put them in the game and then completely forgot about them. But this is the fellowship. we're gonna leave the fellowship because there's no reason for me to be in this fellowship. All right, friends list. So if you have friends, this is where you find them. You can click on them, you can view their search info, you can judge them. Need help? Nah. Crafty boy. He's not crafty. Lies. But yeah, you can just do that. Blacklist is for people you don't want to play with. Um, you can usually do that after dungeons. Like, say someone's really made you upset in a dungeon and you don't like them and you don't want to play with them ever again. You can go to, which I might not have it because I have not played with anyone recently. Let's see. Or no, I'm not that level. So it probably won't come up on my list. But there is a contacts menu. Here we go, contacts. So this will display players that you've had in dungeons, you've had in 24-man raids, that you've just been in parties with, and if you don't like them, you can search them here, and then you can blacklist them if you don't want to play with them ever again. Or if you want to add a friend, say you liked someone in one of the dungeons you ran, you thought they were funny. They didn't tell the same joke 8 times in a row the entire dungeon. And you're like, man, that's cool. I'm really glad you have a good sense of humor and, no other jokes. Add him as a friend. Got it. All right. So that covers your social menu. We'll get back to the system menu because there's quite a lot of things that I like to change in my system. So your party menu, your party members is just who is in your party. Party finder, we don't have unlocked yet. That is for I use it personally for extremes and savage content. If I want to do it or if I want to do blind prog, I will put that in the descriptor and then post the party and then people can join if that's what they're also looking for. Signs. So these are used for, can I use any of these? Where am I? All right. Oh, I must have target myself turned off. So this is for basically just targeting people. Let's see if I can do it to one of them. No, I can't. Usually you can do these to people you are partied with or if they are targets, which target you want to do first, just for basic mechanics. Like, oh, there it is. There's one of them. Yes. Turn that on. Oh, wait, that's my waymarks. Signs. Okay, cool. This is for usually areas if you want to set teams up. Again, just for mechanic wise, you can set them up. And if I remember correctly, you can't do them during a fight anymore. You have to do them before uh, the fight starts. And then I think there's like a break, and then you can put up your remembered signs. Like you can make a macro for it and then pop those signs up. Ready check is just to make sure everyone's ready for the fight. Usually tanks will do that when you're going into battle, like boss battles. Countdown also, tanks usually do them, or just like the party leader will usually do them to count down to start a fight. Very simple. Travel. So you have your mount speed. I'm going to go ahead and pull up all of these menus. Your map, your teleport. Okay, so return is just to return back to your, I think it's either the last place or your favored place. I don't usually use return. I usually only use teleport. And then I have my favorite areas set so that they are free for teleport. You get 2 free teleports for setting up your 2-step authentication. You get 1 free one in the game. And yeah, okay, your home point, yeah. So whatever your home destination is, that's where you go to. And then you get a third one if you sign up or download the app, the companion app. You don't have to pay for anything. Do not pay for anything for that app. You get a free one just from downloading it. That's one more free one. Don't pay for that app. Don't do it. Just don't. I swear. It's not worth. So here are the mount speeds. As you can see, there's 1 and 2 stars for every place. So from what I've noticed is after expansions come out, that's when they add that secondary speed that makes you just a little bit quicker. I have all of these unlocked on my main, but essentially, I believe you can get these through hunts and Grand Company seals, and now they've also started introducing events as to get people mount speeds. However, if you're a little whale and you want to whale in the game, because we all know you do, you can buy the bike mount, which unlocks all the speeds, and you're just fast anyway. It doesn't matter. You get them from the main story now? I thought you just got the first one. I thought the secondary one came from hunts and the event like they gave when you collected the certain tome that was like in circle, which I don't think there is. The Moogle events usually take place before the next patch comes out, and then you can get tomes from running stuff, and then you can get minions, you can get extreme mounts, mount speeds, furniture, just lots of like little random things. Okay, so that was travel. Logs. We don't have any of these unlocked, but I'm gonna go through each of these. Hunting logs is something you will do through, I believe, A Realm Reborn and Heavensward. After that, they're done. You have them all for your main classes. The new classes that were introduced, like Dark Knight, Astrologian, Dancer, all of those, they're not in here. It's just for your main ones. Okay, I was just doing it in Heavensward because I was lazy. That explains it. I was like, I remember being in Heavensward and still doing these. I was just lazy then. So yeah, just A Realm Reborn. If you're lazy, Heavensward. Sightseeing log. There are little like ethereal balls. That's the best way to put them. I'm sorry. Um, why did I say them? Why did I have to say them? Because that made it so much worse. Anyway, um, you have these like ethereal little orbs. We'll say orbs, that's better. That are floating around certain places, and you just do view or pray. I believe there's a couple other emotes you can use for certain places, and then it'll unlock in the sightseeing log for you. Crafting log. This is if you are a crafter. If you have gotten your books and gotten all that stuff, then you can craft lots of items, housing items, gear, just a ton of stuff. Gathering log is kind of the same thing. It's from gathering. That's it. It keeps track of all the things that you've gathered and you can go through. It's time and weather. Oh yeah, I forgot about that's awful. Man, gathering and crafting kind of sucks, doesn't it? Yeah. But we have to do it. Fishing log is, again, it's a log of all the fish that you can catch everywhere when you start fishing, and it just logs them. A fish guide. I believe that tells you the areas, right? Unless this is something for the sea event that they've done. I'm not sure because I've never really used the fishing guide. I've used the fishing log to see what fish I've gotten, but never the guide. Orchestrion list are all the songs that you've gotten in your challenge log. is something you unlock. I can't even remember when you unlock it. Is it level 5? I think it's around level 5. Or maybe it's 15. It just gives you certain things that you can complete daily to get XP. Um, they have a bunch of different ones. When Eureka came out, which is a relic area, um, they also have that in there that gives you points so that you are able to easily get some experience in the Eureka area because it's separate from your actual experience. But again, that's for the future. We're not going to be doing that on this character. But if you are interested in it and you have more questions about it, I can certainly like take pictures from my main account and then like post them in the Discord. All right, challenge log, travel, duty. Okay, you have your recommendations, which is think this tells you what to do every day or like what you're close to completing. Collection is from, I believe that's from the new Nier raids. You have a collection of stuff you can look at. Key items, these are things for quests that you'll pick up or that people NPCs will give you. Your journal keeps track of all of your quests. Duty Finder is when you want to sign up for stuff. Raid Finder, I've never used Raid Finder my entire time that I've played Final Fantasy, so I don't assume that anyone ever will. Trust is the new system that they've introduced in Shadowbringers that lets you play with the characters that are in Final Fantasy XIV. It lets you level them and it lets you take them into dungeons with you if you do not want to go with a party. You can go with them. I believe there's also supposed to be like some sort of dating system along with it. I have no idea. I don't use Trust. I just pair with people. I just pair with people. That's it. Duty Recorder. I don't know what this is, honestly, because I've never clicked it. New Game Plus is also a new introduction. It lets you go back and play the stories of the game being your current level, which I believe you unlock that in the walk. Is it the Waking Sands or the Walking Sands? The place where you always go talk to Menvilia. Hall of Novice is something we can do and unlock in here. It's just your records, your pulls. Oh yeah, because you can record videos and stuff now. I went the wrong way. Hold on. Slowly but surely. Peepo. Oh no, why'd people happy? Finally. A guild that means something. Yeah. Okay, so this is, I think, the place you go and do it. You come over here and you can get gear. Alright. So let's do you find a new game plus Hall of Namas timers. Um okay, yeah. Oh, I've never used this either. If you have a free company like I do on my main, this is where you can see all the stuff you're sending out and whatnot. I'm surprised you have 4 of 4 submarine or 4 of 4 submarines and airships. That's crazy. Good job, Land. All right, character, your stance. It just makes you take your bow out. It makes you put your bow away or whatever item you're using, whatever you play. Actions and traits. This is the stuff you take and put on your hotbar. You have your roles. As a bard, I use Second Wind and Arm's Length. I don't ever speed people up. I'm the worst. And then Silence. I usually head graze, or I guess foot graze. Finds target, cancels an auto action. Yeah, so head graze, Second Wind, and Arm's Length are the ones that I use the most. Traits, again, these are things that you unlock as you level. They don't need to go on your hotbar. They just unlock. As a bard, I think around level 30 you unlock performance, which just unlocks instruments for you so you can play them. Orders, I don't have those yet. So we'll get to that when we get to it. Sprint, all of this. Minion roulette pulls out your minions. Mount roulette pulls out your mounts. Minion roulette is your minions. Target forward, I don't use this. Jump, I don't use this. I just use spacebar. Repair, you can repair all of your gear if you've leveled all of your crafters up. If you've leveled them all, I think it's like to 60. Unless it's higher now because your gear is higher. So I'll just say max level, you can repair. Max level on all of your crafters, you can repair all of your gear. Limit break, this is something I never do unless I am told to. Usually this is reserved for healers and red mages and black mages and tanks. I never get to use it. Auto attack, I don't use it, and sprint, I do use that. That's already on my hotbar. Main commands. Again, this is just stuff. Achievements. Again, I never use this. You can press I for inventory and it opens your inventory. C for character, that opens up your character menu. Your money, you can just press it and it brings up the menu. So a lot of this stuff I just don't use. Okay, mount, minion, character, armory chest. Armory chest is just all of your gear. After you beat a Realm Reborn, there's an NPC just outside of the walking sands. You talk to him and you can unlock New Game Plus. Yeah. I've already unlocked it on my main. I've just never done it because I don't want to replay the game on my main character, if that makes sense. Especially since you can just go to the end room and then watch all of the cutscenes. There's really no need to replay it unless you, I guess, you want to do the battles. But you can just watch the scenes in your in room if you want to watch them. Okay. Whew. Actions, traits, characters, inventories, achievements. Achievements. So with achievements in this game, there is a place here you can go up to a person and you will trade your points and you can unlock items. Just to refresh before the end. Yeah, that would be fun. I just don't. I never actually want to replay play this game, but that's with all Final Fantasies. There's not a lot of Final Fantasies that I'm willing to replay. Like I would probably never replay uh the fourth one because I wasn't a big fan of it. I would definitely replay 6. 5, not so much. 6, yes. 7, yes. 8, no. Uh 9, yes. 10, yes. 10-2, no. 11, never. Uh 13, only after I forget that I lost 300 hours in that game because I decided to switch my console. And that was very painful. That was a very painful memory. Anyway, you can go claim. You don't need him anymore for the achievement items. You can just claim it through the achievement menu. Oh, that's good to know. I hate trying to find that guy. So that's great. So after you complete stuff, you can just come in here and get all your stuff. That is fantastic. Because it was so annoying trying to find him. There's tank rewards, there's mounts, there's titles, uh, aesthetic items. I think that's basically it. I don't think there's aesthetics, minions, mounts, titles. I'd say that's it. Is there anything else you've gotten from Achievements Land that aren't one of those things? I'm thinking that's basically it though. But lovely. Now you can just get your achievements through the menu. That is very good to know. Okay, so we have covered all of that. So this is going to be the next thing. Support desk. This literally just has information. If you need to contact someone, report harassment, cheating, report a bug, or leave a suggestion, you go into this menu and you can do it from here. It has your history report. Again, just news, stuff that's happened, uh, updates, things to the game, all that jazz. If you see someone spamming real money trade, you can blacklist them or you can just report them. Usually just blacklist them, then you don't have to see it because it's a bot, most likely, and it'll eventually get removed anyway. Now, if you want to report harassment, here's what you do. You will type their full name, what they've done. I think you can also submit photo evidence because they will take into account things that aren't happening in the game. Um, just for instance, since this did happen to me, someone went out of their way to find me and send me messages wanting to give me real money for a house after I had told them no. They went out of their way and did that to me and sent me like a whole spiel, sad story, and then tried to like donate to me and just like hassle me. And it was more annoying than anything. I kept all that just in case they tried to do it again. But if anyone does that to you and it makes you uncomfortable, if someone's harassing you and it makes you uncomfortable, just report them. That's it. Like, keep evidence, report them. And then you're done. Like this guy. This guy I constantly want to report, but I never do. Official site, that's just, it's going to take you to the official sites. Play guide, I would assume it's just like a brief synopsis of things to do in the game and how to play the game. Active help, we'll click it. Oh, basic controls, this just explains everything to you. So a long form of everything I just did. HUD layout, this is important because everyone likes to change their HUD. Everyone likes things different. You don't want stuff, click it off and take it off. I personally hate the inventory grid. I don't need this. Get rid of it. Hotbar 7, not using it. Hotbar 8, not using it. Hotbar 10, not using it. 9, not using it. I'm not gonna go like full on into like setting everything up, but I like things a very certain way. I don't know whose laugh that is, but it is awful. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but all I hear in the background is hee 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 hoo 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 ha 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 hee 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 hoo hoo. I'm pretty sure it's one of the cat boys. They would be a culprit of that laugh. Alright. Pet hotbar, don't need it. I'm never going to be playing anything with a pet. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Progress bar, we will put right here. You can also, is it control? I remember how to make stuff bigger and smaller. Scenario New Game Plus guide. Get off my screen. Never. Screen. The little gear. This one? Oh, there used to be an easier way to do this. I made it cycle through. Do you remember how to do that, Land? It's been a minute since I've been in the HUD, but there used to be a button I could just go through. All right. Okay, so status, this one, I will put right here. Alliance 2, I don't ever use these. Target bar, I like to keep in the middle with the status and focus. Those are important. This is for me. This way. Sorry, I'm usually a lot more anal about how my HUD's gonna lay out because I have a very precise look that I like. And I don't think I can upload it on this character. Maybe? We'll try it. We'll see if this works. HUD layout. Is there an upload? Copy? No, I think that's just from what I've done. So, no. You can upload and download your hotbar settings. So for my main character, since I have this game on another computer, like a laptop, I've uploaded that HUD layout and then I have downloaded it on that PC so that it looks like it does on my desktop and I don't have to worry about resetting all of that stuff. Okay. Character configuration. This is also quite a lot to take in. You can skip playback to cutscenes. I always turn that on. Skip playback to previously viewed teleport cutscenes. Go ahead and that. Housing cutscenes. We'll go ahead and cut that off. Target. We'll keep most of this the same. Display headgear. Don't need any of that. For battle effects, all my own I show. Party, I show none. I don't want to know what other people are doing. And then I show none for those. So I turn all of that off. So you're not having a cluster of things happening on the screen if you don't like a lot of colors and stuff popping up. All right. Inventory interface. I like my inventory expanded so that I see everything. I I don't like seeing a lot of stuff on the screen. It's a personal preference for me. But sometimes I get a little overwhelmed like seeing so much on the screen. Inventory retainer. I also like expanded. This is just so you can see everything. Standard, that's good. Apply that. I don't think that. Okay, here we go. So I personally, if you like moving like this, see how it moves the camera with it? I don't like that. I like Legacy. We'll have to change a couple of our keybinds because I like to strafe, but I like this much better than the camera. I have full control of the camera and I can see everything. That's why I like Legacy. Okay. UI. This is just for people's names. I usually turn all of this off. I usually don't see anyone's names, but you know, for the giggles today, we'll keep the names on because I'm sure everyone has some good names on the server. This is for your log. So where I am, there's like a little log and it keeps everything you want in certain places. You can change things to just be link shells, to just be your FC chat, to just be your Crossworld link shell. You can just throw that in there and do it that way. We're going to apply. And now system settings. This is just how I play. Everyone's going to be different. All of this is fine. 144, that's good. Sound, we will turn it up so you guys can actually hear the music because Final Fantasy, as always, just has beautiful. Mommy's Milkers is on Cactuar. I told you, Land. Do not tell people about my alt characters, okay? Stop it. Not everyone needs to know my alt character names. All right? Graphic, why is this custom? Oh yeah, because I'm a snob. Because I hide stuff. So movement physics, again, like everything is usually just simple or off for me. Um, I keep enemies simple because mechanics, and you need to see them. Mouse movement, we're good. We're good. And this, we have themes now. So it used to only be like one thing, but now you can be light themed and you can be classic themed, which is like Final Fantasy tribute. I like dark theme though. I'm tempted to say that anyone who uses the blue themed is a psychopath, but that's just me. Do you use blue themed? I knew you would. I just knew it. I had an itching suspicion. Um, keybinds. Okay, keybinds I need. So I don't like move slash turn because this fully turns your character. Like, this is dumb. I don't like it. Unless you, I mean, it's dumb to me because I feel like when I'm moving and shooting, it just doesn't look right and it doesn't feel right. And it's slower, almost, is what it feels like to me. So I turn this completely off. I don't know. Or, no, I don't. Okay, so we have A and D. So I just switched this to A and D. And that stops it from turning. So now I strafe while looking forward. Hotbar. Um, oh my goodness, this is going to be a feat. So you can just click it, and then I have an MMO mouse. So it's just going to choose the buttons, which I think it's basically already set up to my mouse, so it should be fine. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I only have one button. I removed play guide from here. Teleport can go up here. Return can go here. And sprint can also go up here. All right. So we have our map. We have our things to do. So let's get started. So starting in Granadia is, I feel, vastly different from a lot of places. If you start in Granadia, you can walk to Ul'dah, for instance. With the lower decks are Lizma, you really can only stay there. There's really no getting out of there until you are completely done with the area, because you're going to have to take a ship to get away. Uh, as for here, you kind of just eventually end up going closer and closer. Um, it's I feel like Ul'dah and here are fairly close to one another, so you're kind of just all in the little, you're like in the ecosystem of each other. So I personally play Bard, but there is quite a slew of classes you can pick from. We'll go ahead and accept these. We're gonna do this really quickly just because I did want to go over it and I didn't. So I want to log out. I'm gonna return to the title screen and then I'm gonna make a character for you guys. Just so we can go over this. We'll go to Siren, whatever, new character. All right. So for your race and genders, you have here Elzen, Lalafell, Miqo'te, Rogadin, Aura, Hrothgar, and Viera. Viera is getting a male form in Endwalker, and I believe Hrothgar is getting a female form also. So, but I don't ever see anyone play Hrothgar, to be honest. Uh, but you have male and female of basically everything you want to be. Bunnies, you cannot wear hairstyles outside of what you are given. So the hairstyles that you get in the menu for create a character are the only hairstyles you will get. You can unlock hairstyles in the game by buying them from the Gold Saucer, getting them from events, getting them from dungeons, getting them from crafting and all that jazz. You can buy them from the market board, whatever. You can buy hairstyles in the game. However, you can't use them on Viera. So know that when you make a Viera, or a Vienna sausage as I like to call them, you have to wear the hairstyle you were given. With Hrothgar, I believe you, if you want to change your fur color, you actually have to buy a Fantasia, which is unfortunate. Uh, but Hrothgar, I think it's kind of the same thing. I don't see them with hairstyles that are around the city. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that the hairstyles that you get are the hairstyles you're given on them as well. So you have Aura that were unlocked in Heavensward, and Rogadin, Miqo'te, Lalafell, Elzen, and here. We are gonna make. Let's dare to be different and make an Aura. You're gonna have, for every one of them, you're gonna have 2 different tribes. So with most of them, it's just like a light and a dark race. So you'll have like a warrior of light clan, or people who worship a different mother, so to speak, in each of the clans. Uh, and that's it. That's basically the difference for most of them. Yeah. New character creation. So with Cure, it's slightly different. You can make a Midlander or a Highlander. That's it. Your starting attributes, I don't feel like they matter end game. But if they're that important to you for your character crafting, They do have those listed for you. I personally like the Thylanders. They're my favorite. We can make her extra tall, extra muscly, extra busty. God, the Hime cut is so bad. Yeah, that's what I said. I said Thylanders. The Thylanders. Again, you don't have many face options. Damn, that chin can cut a diamond. Okay. Make her extremely anime. No tattoos. Alright, Land, enjoy your lurk. You personally like the aura? I've only made like a couple aura, but they're very cute. Like honestly, they have very nice idle stances. It's a very fake laugh of hers, so I'm gonna do that one. Let's go confirm. No. Birthdays again, they don't mean anything. You can pick your birthday, you can make up a birthday, whatever you need. These used to matter as well. But again, it's just pick whatever you like. So, you have a gladiator. We'll put on their job clothes. Gladiator is a tank. They start out in Ul'dah. They turn into paladins. Um, Paladins are pretty good. I don't really care for them. Uh, but I do believe most people like to play them or Dark Knights as tanks. Um, your Pugilist, which becomes a monk. Your Marauder, which becomes a warrior. Your Lancer, which becomes a dragoon. Your Archer, which becomes a bard. Your Conjurer, which becomes a white mage. Your Thaumaturge, which becomes a black mage, and your Arcanist, which becomes a summoner. Um, this one also unlocks a separate healing class. So if you level Arcanist into Summoner, you also get Scholar for free. I'm trying to think if that's it. And again, in game, you have Dark Knight, you have Astrologian when you get to Heavensward, and then you have Dancer, and you have Gunbreaker once you get into uh Shadowbringers? Yeah, Shadowbringers. That took me a minute. And there's Rogue as well, right? I'm not crazy. I believe there's also Rogue, which becomes Ninja. So we're done with this. We'll go back to our world, go back to Cactuar, and we'll get back on our girl. And we'll start playing. But there's going to be a queue. I knew it was going to happen when I logged out. So with any caster class in the game, they are stationary, so to speak. So when you are casting or in the middle of something, you can get interrupted and you do have to stay still, or it cancels your attack. So if you're a black mage and stuff, you have to stay still in order to cast, which is why I like Bard, because it's move and shoot. You can also be every class on your character. So yeah, here we go. This is much better. So if you do level your summoner, you're gonna get a free scholar, which is a healer, which deals with fairies and stuff. Oh yeah, machinist. I totally forgot about machinist. Machinist is another move and shoot, which I really like, and along with dancer, it's throw and move. Your magical DPS. So these are the ones that you have to stay stationary on. Blue Mage is a limited class and does not go into parties or raids or anything. It is just a solo class to play. You don't play it any other time. The melee DPS are front. They're I'm looking for the right word. They have to attack at certain times. So there are attacks that do more damage from the front, there are attacks that do more damage from the side, and there are attacks that do more damage from the back. So if you're doing that, just keep that in mind. You're going to have to learn, just basically read your skills to know which attacks are better and which positional they should be in. These are kind of, you have to stay close. So it is kind of difficult with some things. There's a lot of tank switches you'll have to do, but overall, a tank is just saving your cooldowns for big hits, for the most part. I've only tanked a couple fights with Dark Knight, but that's basically what I did. I just blew my cooldowns when I knew I was going to get attacked. That's pretty much it. I do know that the gladiators, when they become paladins, they can heal themselves, which is really nice and can be pretty clutch in moments, but overall, physical ranged is kind of where I like to be at. I do not like babysitting. Healing is pretty satisfying in the game. Uh, but again, I don't like to heal. I don't like to have positionals. I like to move and shoot. Uh, because a lot of these, when it, when you get into savage fights, when you get into extreme fights, it does become ever so slightly bothersome to have to run out of AoEs, to make sure you're timing stuff super well in order to not miss an attack for a positional, because they suddenly want to do an AoE on their side when you're doing your side or your side rotation. Again, if you're a great player, none of this is really gonna affect you, because you're gonna be like, I'm fine, I can time things. I'm a very mediocre player. I can say that pretty confidently. I can do extreme fights, I can do savage fights. It just takes me a little longer than most people, but I'm also pugging them. So if you have like a team that's super patient and is willing to like go through the motions and teach everything, you're gonna be fine. There's nothing to be scared of. A large portion of fear for me came from playing this game was playing with other people, um, because I just was terrified. But people are pretty nice in the game. They're willing to teach you. They're willing to tell you about a fight and tell you like what you should do, or even just you going to the subreddit or the Discord for Final Fantasy. People write droves of sheets for each of the class. So if there's something you're not understanding, I can guarantee you that you can find a full guide that is like 42 pages worth of information that's very thorough. Extremely thorough. I'm pretty sure my Bard one, when Shadowbringers came out, was like 100 and something pages. So it's super thorough, and you can learn anything you need to know about this game from anywhere on the interwebs. I just wanted to do the sheer basics and cover some things that I was kind of scared of when I first started playing the game that I gradually got more comfortable with. But this is a pretty friendly, new to MMOs game for people. So, here, if you aren't sure where something is, you can, of course, bring up your map to see it. I like to keep my map pretty small, but you can also click the map and then it shows you where each one is. So you can click into the next map and then it'll show you the area that it's in. Beep. We need to get our next thing though, so let's go ahead and get it from her. You can watch the cutscenes because I honestly don't watch the cutscenes for most things. I just watch them after. I do want to join the ranks. I'm a good archer. Unlike those arms used in other Disciple Awards, it allows you to strike the enemy from afar. I'm pretty sure Black Mage does the same. All casting. Girl, you're a little confused. Also, when you pick other classes, so the other classes that open up in the rest of the game, like Red Mage, oh, I totally forgot about Red Mage. Red Mage, Samurai, that came on in Stormblood, each of them will start in at a different level. So I believe your Dark Knight and Astrologian and Machinist start at 30. Your Red Mage and Samurai will start at 50, I believe. And if I remember correctly, the Dancer and Gunbreaker started at 60. We're gonna have to go find. I remember this quest. We're gonna have to go find targets and hit them. So again, we can bring this up. And we're the three. Is this just other quest? Yeah. You unlock mounts at 25. Speaking of which, okay, I got a Fantasia. Which even if you buy mounts in the store and you have not leveled, you cannot use your mounts. Another thing, if you go into the store, say you don't want to play any of the first part, you don't want to play A Realm Reborn at all, you can buy jump potions that will skip your story. They will not level you. So these story skips will skip all of A Realm Reborn story so that you will start in Heavensward. You aren't leveled though. So in order to actually get what you need, you have to buy two things. You have to buy the jump, which will jump the story, and you have to buy a jump, which will jump your level. Otherwise, you're just going to be a level 1 and you're going to be in Heavensward, and it's not going to really be helpful at all because you're not going to be able to do anything. And you've already completed all the stuff that gives you the levels. So, don't recommend it if you want to jump. I believe there's jumps now that get you through Heavensward as well, so that you can just start on Stormblood. But if you want to experience the story, they have fast tracked it, I believe, at the end of A Realm Reborn and some of the Heavensward stuff. They have cut out some of the stuff that makes it a little diluted and fast tracked it. You also get a shit ton of experience from the main story now. So you level very quick. when I originally played, I had to do a good bit of side stuff. I had to do a lot of side quests. I had to complete my battle journal. Um, but this was also back when you had to sub level other classes. So there's just a lot going on, period. You had to get monk to 15, dragoon to 35. I think that's it. But yeah, there were certain attacks you needed for everything, so you had to go and do them. Am I attuned? The person playing the Wii music is the perform action that bards get. My leaf is back. I guess you have to take it off every single time you log in. That's annoying. But overall, leveling experience, it tells you where things you need to go and do are. There are a few things that get a little confusing later on as to you finding them, but it gets better. Honestly, when you start getting more used to how layouts work in Final Fantasy, it makes it a little easier to find like a tiny sparkle on the ground. Which is basically the only thing I've, to this day, still have trouble finding. We gotta protect the city from the squirrels and the ladybugs. It's pivotal. But I remember coming out here when I was like level 5, and I forced people to help me kill a tree so that I could level up quicker, and we're already level 3 now. Oh, I have another attack. So, and just like we should, since we unlocked something new. Delivers an attack with a potency of 200. Can only be executed when straight shot is ready. So heavy shot delivers an additional delivers an attack with potency of 180. Additional effect 20% chance of becoming straight shot ready. So basically your second attack is RNG. Now we must go kill funguses. Lost fungus. Where are you, lost fungus? This is perfect because I hate mushrooms. Disgusting. No mushroom gang. Is that 3? Okay, you're done. These little purple things that are also on the map are fates. Which we went through the challenge log earlier. There is a challenge log for completing, I think, 10 in each a different area, or not each and every different area. Doing 10 and getting the highest uh medal for them, and I believe it gives you XP. That one's a really good one to do when you're starting out. It really fast tracks you if you're really like grubbing for XP, which I don't think many people will, since they've upped all of the stuff in the beginning. Okay, so here, this is the party finder. We don't have it up, but if we wanted to look at it, I can't yet because those menus aren't open to me because I'm level 3. When you are of level, you can view their party in the party finder and see what they're doing if you see someone out on town and want to try to join them. We gotta go in here. When you first play stuff, I think it took me about an hour or 2 hours to get to level 15, and I've heard people now can get to like level 15 in 1 hour. So leveling up is pretty easy. However, trudging through some of the story is going to be a little much. Um, if I had to warn anyone about anything in The Realm Reborn, it's basically the part where it's not anything spoiler, but the part where you get to the Waking Sands and you have to go in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. It's just so much and so frustrating to just go back and forth for basically like it's essentially you going from one room to tell your mom something because your parents are fighting. So your dad's like relaying messages through you. You're like, fine, I'll go tell them. And they're like, well, you tell him. It's like, fine. Why are you guys doing this to me? You're awful. Complete. Sure, I'll take another quest Campbell soup. Thanks. Okay, once we reach level 5, we can come back. But we have unlocked our hunting log, which is another way to get a few levels. So when you're out on town, you'll see like little things above certain enemies when you're on certain classes. So each class has a different one. So say me, let's go to our hunting log actually. I am a bard. This is mine. I need you to kill little ladybugs, squirrels, funguses, scorpions. Those are basically mosquitoes. Water, a giant toad lizard, that stuff. It just goes down as you need to kill it, but each class has a different one. And that just gets you XP. But we also need to go and complete these quests. Oh, I'm unattuned. Oh goodness, that's far. Okay. Yeah, the Waking Sands is a drag. It just is a little too back and forthy. That's really my only complaint. And then the final epic battle that you get into at the end of A Realm Reborn feels a bit dragged out. But while I was playing it, I didn't mind it. So I think being a little jaded from playing this game for so long and starting it and stopping it over and over and over again has kind of made me a little more jaded on A Realm Reborn because I will never enjoy it as much as someone would playing now. See, there's the little signs. So now I can kill these and get extra levels. Thanks, Scrub Cake. Um, so that I did do that to myself. I stopped this game and started playing it right when it came out. I think I got like a PlayStation 3 edition of it, and that kind of ruined it for me because I kept replaying the beginning quests so much that I'm just sick of them. And that's why I've kind of never wanted to replay the game. However, I think someone experiencing it now for the first time is probably going to enjoy it a lot more because it's a lot more enjoyable. It's a lot more streamlined. Uh, you gain XP super quick, so it feels a lot better. It actually feels like you're doing something and you're not like forcing yourself to level and level and level. Because you're like 2 levels short, you're 2 levels shy of the next dungeon. You are almost in the next area, things like that. Uh, you just have it now. Because if I remember correctly, by the time I was itching for levels pretty early on in A Realm Reborn, but once I got to Heavensward, now we can accept the next quest. Um, I was over leveled. So I think I went into ending A Realm Reborn and going into Heavensward about 6 levels higher. Um, and then I finally caught up to levels like as Shadowbringers was it ending. So I would assume now anyone who's playing is going to level super quickly and be totally ready for when Endwalkers comes out. I could definitely see someone going into uh Shadowbringers probably like 4 or 5 levels higher than you should be. And maybe catching up like right around the end. So, right when you're doing like some of the final dungeons for Shadow Walkers, you may be like, okay, I need to do this dungeon maybe twice to get a level or stuff like that. But anything for the main story now into Stormblood, I don't think many people are going to be itching for levels. They should be good. What do I want? See, like, I gained 2 levels and I only finished like 2 quests, so. Ooh. Ah, yes. What? I need to put level 5 stuff on. He's never gonna let me do anything. So yeah, this is gonna put the best gear on for you. All of this stuff needs to go in the end room, which I will show all of you how to do that. Let's actually just put on some real clothes. If I have anything. Alright. Well, unequip that, and I'll unequip the pants. Yes, this is gonna look tacky for a minute. I'm sorry. I need gear. Where can I buy gear from? I know there's a merchant out here. I know it. There we go. Purchase battle gear. So I need level 5. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I can wear this. I need gloves. None of these belts work for me. And pantalones. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need a helmet too. This is probably the worst quest. Because you were very broke at this point. And they want too much. Okay, I can buy this. Got my tunic. I got gloves. I can't wear either of these belts. Oh shoot, did I buy the wrong thing? Doesn't matter. It's level 5. Okay, let's see if this is good enough for him. It is! Yay! And we want a level 5 bow. And let's see, is it shift to... Okay, so if you want things to autoplay for you so you don't have to go through them, you can just do that and then set it and forget it. And then all of the cutscenes, everything that is either voiced or not voiced, unless there's a choice that pops up for you, it's just gonna play through it. Most of the time you don't have a choice. Very rarely, and it's usually just for kind of a meme, is when they'll give you a choice. Oh, this is the most I've talked in a really long time. If I remember the Bard quest correctly, there's some pretty sketch stuff that happens with it, but it really falls apart in A Realm Reborn. I think the Bard story is way better when you get to like the end of Heavensward. I really liked it in the Shadowbringers. Uh but it's gonna fall pretty flat. Also, let's lock that. If you ever need to shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, okay, for the crafting and gathering. So the crafting and gathering early on in A Realm Reborn is kind of hard. Um that much I'll tell you guys, if you want to craft, you don't really have to. I recommend it just because you can repair your own gear, and there are a lot of good things that come from it, like making your own stuff and whatnot. But it's not necessary. You don't have to craft, you don't have to gather. But you can make raid food, you can make a good bit of money on it. If you are gonna run an FC, I highly recommend it. Because it is very useful for submarine Ember airships. But it's very hard in the beginning. they do have beast tribes for A Realm Reborn later on. I don't really care for the beast tribes and doing the stuff it wants you to do to level because it is a little convoluted. If you do leave kits, which people do offer them, and you can look them up online. People have made spreadsheets for them. People have made it fairly simple for you to find means to make your own leave kits and whatnot. But it's a long haul. Like you can get levels quick and you can get them fast, but I recommend saving up your tokens for leave kits because it's going to use quite a bit of them. However, they give more experience now, so it is going to be way nicer to do now than later. I need to redo my hotbar. Oh god. But yeah, leave kits for A Realm Reborn into Heavensward. However, Heavensward has the you can go into the foundation, I believe, at any level when you are a crafter, whenever it opens up to you. And it can help you level probably insanely quickly because you will go to a little island to craft and gather. Yay, fate rewards. There we go. We did it. Now I need to find this one last guy who is not even in this. He is all the way outside of this. But yeah, not to put anyone too off of actually leveling Crafter and Gatherer. It is a feat. Look up leave kits, look up everything you can for it, and try to do them that way and save up your tokens. I probably wouldn't use any of my leaves early on. I'd wait until you have the full kits to actually complete them. Because you might not need as many, if that makes sense. So you can make like 6 kits to get to level 15 or level 5 or whatever, and you might not need all of them because of the experience it's going to give you. If it gives you a little more than you're expecting, then you might have to use less. And that way you're not wasting the leaves. Oh my gosh, what am I looking for in here? Idle initiatives. So I'm looking to speak with one person. Where is this degenerate? Where is he? Either way, let's fight these things. They're on my list. Alright, so let's get this in order. Heavy shot, we now have venomous bite. Leg graze, so I'm going to move leg graze up here because it deals inflicts target with heavy up to 40%. That's not really useful to me right now. I want to do this. We're gonna venom it. Raging strikes, which increases my damage dealt. Let's move that to 2. And then that one procs 4. There we go. Alright, let's start wasting time. Let's actually find this dude. Where the heck is he? But yeah, this is like one of the problems that I had in the game quite often. Is like, even though they give you this massive red bubble to look in, I would always get lost. I always seem to get very perplexed as to where the person is that I am looking for. And then it takes me an hour to find them. Or water spirits. We'll go ahead and get these. Level 7! Easy. It also helps if when you start or get into the game, you can attempt to join a larger FC, which I would recommend just for the simple fact that they're going to have the buffs that you need to level a little more quickly. So I have Heat of Battle and reduced teleport rates, which are really nice, especially for new players. The Heat of Battle helps you get some stuff while you're leveling. And then some free companies, when patches come out, who are very thoroughly prepared, and if they're super large, they will super large and have a lot of crafters. We'll put it that way. They will have bigger buffs for you. Because I got to level 80 really quickly. When Shadowbringers came out, because we had like level 3 boosts, which were wonderful in the FC that I was in at the time. So, which bless my friend's heart, she worked so hard on getting all those buffs. Like, she is a trooper. But those helped. Everyone got to 80 super quickly. It was lovely to not like itch for levels or have to do certain things over and over and over again. Because we were struggling, but we weren't. We didn't struggle at all. I think I was perfectly leveled for almost everything. Let us go back. Or are we going in here? Oh, I gotta kill these things. Oh, this is also useful. If you are on or you keep playing until an event, which I believe the next event is the Make It Rain event, which is the Gold Saucer event, in which you will gain double the MGP, which is the currency to get prizes. Um, you can get hairs in there, you can get outfits, weapons, mounts, minions. There's lots of cool stuff that you can get in there. And you'll get double that. There's also going to be what usually happens is there's like a little mini event that you can do, and that mini event will give you a it's usually an emote, and then they'll give you some MGP, like a little pouch of it, and then you can gain double from games and stuff. Hi, Synth, how are you? Yes, the MG, there's little wings, like little angel wings that are super cute. Um, I can't remember how much the most expensive mount is in there, um, but it's a giant cactuar that has balloons. Don't look at me. Stop it. Um, to live letter. Ooh, I didn't know there was a live letter today. I'm so behind because I'm like focused on all these other MMOs. Well, neat. I'll have to watch then. I'm intrigued for some more Endwalker information. The amount is 1.5. Okay, I was thinking it was like 2 mil. I was like, I know it's pretty high. But I just know what it looks like because you'll see it everywhere. Some of my favorite mounts come from events. I personally really like in the Shadowbringers expansion, my favorite is the frog mount, which I think most of the expansions have like a grand fate event that you can do, which is a pretty unique experience. There's Ixion, there's the giant mechanical frog that you can fight in Shadowbringers, and you usually, I think for what I did in Shadowbringers, is you unlock a chain. So you chain fates, and then it'll unlock that event within a certain time frame. And there's also another one that gets you a frog outfit in Shadowbringers. With Ixion, I believe it's just based on weather and getting this substance that you get from maps, if I remember correctly. I never procced Ixion, I just attended it. But you'll get things from the Ixion event to where you will unlock Ixion as a mount, which is really nice. Oh my gosh, I remember this. I remember this. Oh, this is nostalgic. Okay. We're gonna meet them for the first time. Oh my gosh. Are we ready? Ready. Yeah, Odin is all I didn't really experience the Odin one because I was kind of late to that one. But it's like a player end game, which is really unique. Oh, wait. Hold on. Default. What the heck? I'm so sorry. I didn't have audio for you guys. Oh my goodness. There we go. I'm so sorry. There we go.
It was all Papaluno's fault, of course.
I'm
He'd
done.
sooner swallow his staff than it... You know her, Kuplo Cop?
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
How are the readings?
I'm slightly irritated that the Moogles just look like little flying titties. I'll never unsee it, and now you guys never will. That's what they look like, especially that two-person mount. Just looks like boobs. That's all it is. Just boobs.
Kuplo Cop seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really
We'll turn up their
sensitive.
voices after this because it's a little low.
The slightest disruption to the etheric flow.
They knew what they were doing with it. I'm just saying. I also dislike the Moogle mount for a slew of other reasons. I like it because it's two-person, but I simultaneously dislike it because it looks like boobs and it plays a knockoff This Is Halloween song.
It seems we have little choice.
Because I sat here and I think I sang it one day because I was like, man, the song is so reminiscent of something. And I was like, oh, it's This Is Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Should I be fighting the big one? I'm gonna ignore the ads. The Moogle fight is probably still my most hated fight just because of how difficult it is to this day to actually get people to listen to you during it. Because no one ever wants to kill them in order. Everyone wants to be messy with it and never do it in order. I'd say the funnest fight in the game. What's the funnest fight in the game? Without spoilers. I'd have to say the one where you get to see the Knights of the Round. And I also really liked the castle portion in Shadowbringers. Hello? Could you heal me? Hello? Tiny little healer? The Moogle fight will always be annoying, just because no one will ever listen. I feel bad because there's not many things I really liked in Stormblood. There weren't too many fights that I was just like, oh, this is so cool. Just because I feel like Final Fantasy has a tendency to have very nice bosses and then want to throw them in a dungeon. And that's something I've never really liked. I feel like Yojimbo is definitely worthy of an extreme fight, you know? He's definitely worthy of his own thing. Along with Quizzicoatl, who I think was also thrown in a dungeon. Also definitely worth, like, their own thing. So it would have just been nice to see those as, like, single fights instead of just another dungeon. Because there are quite a few dungeons in this game. Yeah. Think. Feel. If I have to recommend any side quest to anyone, it's definitely all of the Hildebrand stuff. The Hildebrand stuff I just enjoyed. Feel. Think. Ooh, look at how pretty my earring is. Me too. Hildebrand is... It's just a super goofy thing. I honestly really like... I love all of the silliness. It's like all of the characters, and it really makes you like all of the characters as well. It's like one of the few side quests that you actually want to just sit and read through. Hello, Hydaelyn. Oh, we better. I mean, that's where we should have sent him. He always, like, floats out into space like Team Rocket, so you would assume that he eventually made it to the moon.
And as it hath faltered, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all,
Good thing I put pants on since Hyland's trying to get a panty shot.
deliver us from this fate.
Inappropriate, Hyland. Mm-mm-mm. For shame.
The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light.
See, that's where he went. He went to the moon.
Lay claim to them.
He really was just Team Rocket blasting off again. That's all of the Hildebrand quest.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Hear, feel, think. I will say, like, this is what pulled me in. Like, after I saw a couple of the cutscenes when I first originally played, I think that's why I kept playing. It's just because I like the cutscenes so much.
Go now, my child.
God, the Doom Train. That was my favorite raid tier.
Creation.
All Final Fantasy VI stuff, if they ever throw it into the game, I love it. I will say I do like that they put some of the stuff from 4 just because I liked Rydia, but 6 is my favorite.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
And what have we here?
X-Death. I'm sad that he didn't change into Gilgamesh at least once.
Our culprit, it would seem, an Ixal, and no ordinary Ix either, a chieftain. That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the Beastmen may indeed be acting under orders.
God, this is so so nostalgic with all the noises.
Then,
It was an Ixal
Better?
chieftain.
good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter. Ida?
Giant crystal.
Yeah, it is different for each area you start out in.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Understood. Over and out.
This is the one that makes you trust Lalafell first, and then later on you become greatly aware that you've been deceived. Oh my gosh, it is Yustola in Lisma. I can't remember who it is in Ul'dah, but I think it is Yustola in Lisma. I don't think I ever started out in Ul'dah very much.
Till next time.
It's Thancred? Okay. Whenever I would originally play and stop and restart, I always picked Warrior or I picked Bard.
I think that's
Those were always my two
lovely
go-to
of
classes.
you. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock.
Fine. Gosh, she got all them teeth.
You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplokop, do you?
And
We
this
were
occurred
talking
to you
to
now?
we were talking to the
Yes.
Koopa.
It seemed that way. Time.
So you only know the perspective of Ul'dah. I remember, I think I started a black mage, but I only got to like level 5 and never fully committed to it because I don't like
You
standing
don't
in
know
one
what's going
place.
on either.
I like to point and shoot.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Sure, what's your silly fact? Yeah, black mage can blow shit up. It's really good. I feel like it stays pretty current in any kind of raid tier. People always want a black mage. I do like the red mage limit break though. It is really nice. Ooh, yes, please. I do know there is a bit of... I don't want to say drama, but it's not drama. It's more of a tragedy with some of the Heavensward voice actors. Because I think one woman was stalked, or I can't remember the full story. It was either that or she was murdered. I can't really remember. It's crazy. Noland North. What? I was checking his Imager, or not Imager, his IMBD page. That mushroom better not attack me. That's crazy. Also, I did not realize he was in Death Race. I saw those in theater. Yeah, it was really sad. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I remember when I was playing through Heavensward, my friend like was telling me all about it, and I was like, oh my god, like, because I know in a lot of things they don't like to replace voice actors in a lot of things. Like sometimes they'll just cancel things. Like I believe in a couple of animes that I've watched, they'll just stop. Welcome back, Land. How are you? They'll stop, they'll cancel production, or they will just do like a spin-off series. Like they try not to replace a voice actor. I guess for loyalty, which makes sense. But they had to replace her. And it was very sad. I think they got like a full upgrade towards the end of Heavensward, didn't they? Like they just kicked a lot of people out and then got better voice actors, because there are some voice actors that were not good. Yugiri was good. I did like hers, but there were a few that were questionable. Roll actions. Woo! A second wins. This is a godsend. This is gonna save us so much. When I started this, I was really tempted to not play it and actually try to get into the Ashes of Creation because I saw that it was in alpha today, and I was like, that would be so much fun. And I haven't watched it for a while, but I refrained. Maybe next time. Maybe the beta. I do have a full level 80 character, so we will be playing Endwalker when it comes out. And I basically just need to get a few pieces of armor, but I'm fully leveled on my crafter and everything for that one, so I'll be able to craft gear. So maybe I will show people how to craft when the new expansion comes out. Yeah. They were actually successful, so they were able to hire some people. No. I don't think I've gotten gear from you. I think I got a belt one time, but that was for a crafting set. Alright, that is done. We need to turn in a couple quests. But first, I need to go get some water because it is getting a little humid in this room because it is prime time afternoon sun. So I'm gonna go get some more water. Do you get anything for pre-ordering Endwalker? Yes, you get a minion and you get this earring, which is increased experience earned by 30% when level 80 and below. So since you end at level 80 in Shadowbringers, this is for leveling. I believe that there's more stuff for different editions. There's usually a mount and stuff like that, but if you just pre-order base edition, you get an earring and a minion. And early access, like Lan said. Alright, I'm gonna go get some water. Because I need it. If you guys need water, you need to stretch, you've been sitting for a while, get up, stretch, do what you gotta do. If you guys aren't following and would like to follow, I can type eventually. Hold on. Oh my god. Please feel free to follow here and my links. I swear I know how to spell. But I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And also, I'll call you a Featherfleet again if I want to. And I'll disconnect. I don't even care. Care at all. Alright. Oh, it is so hot. Let us go and complete this quest. Oh, oh no! They're dead! Oh no! Land! Teleport here and save this poor person who is AFK'd and died. They got destroyed. Come and help them. Please. They can't accept those since they're away, but hopefully they'll come back. That's so sad. I remember when I first started playing this, I was always so scared to die out in the open world because I didn't think anyone would help me. I was like, shit, if I die, I'm dead. It's like, I'm dead in real life. No. But there were a few kind people who would always help. Most people would just laugh at me. There was one guy I remember, I think it happened in Stormblood. I died to some fate because they had a lot of single fates that were kind of boss based. So if you weren't in a big group of people, they didn't really pan out super well for you. Oh, I'll stand by this dead person. Hold on. I don't even know where they are anymore. Hold on. Here they are. If you need to see the map, there you go. So I died to the big fate boss fight. And this guy who was just walking by doing a quest targeted my body, laughed, and then walked away. I was devastated. I was like, wow. I was like, what a bully. Well, hopefully they get it. Thank you for coming and resing them. You were very kind. You laugh. Oh, you're questioning. Okay. I was like, don't you laugh at me. I think between... Did both of them happen in... No. Okay, that was Stormblood. I'm sorry. I think I said Shadowbringers. That was in Stormblood. Because also, I got called terrible in a dungeon. Because I'll admit, I just kind of button mashed and used what I thought worked together. And I didn't have a very good hotbar set up. I was very confused. I didn't use an MMO mouse. I was just perplexed the entire game. And, well, he didn't even say anything. He just walked, he just targeted me and laughed. Which, I can't blame him. I would have done the same. But I also would have rested. But yeah, some guy called me terrible in a dungeon. They were like, stop being bad, Bard. And I was like, I thought I was okay. So I looked up guides and I got better at Bard. And I actually learned how to play. Ugh, oh god, it's one of these. Okay, I'm gonna die if I keep going. Is that you up there that's gonna watch me die on that mount? Is that you, Lance? and this Chad Dragoon defended you because you. Oh my god, I'll never get over that Easy Bake Oven. Especially when we did Rabanastre. Oh my god, that was an experience. It was more like it was an event. Don't hit me. Damn it, you little bitch. It was really an experience going in there while you were on an Easy Bake Oven because of sliding around. But it wasn't just you. Like, that dungeon, maybe it was like poorly optimized. I thought I turned off notifications. Hold on. Because I have a feeling. Oh, who's that? Oh. I have a feeling I'm about to get blown up. But yeah, it wasn't just you sliding around. Like, everyone was sliding around in there. It was a mess for everyone. Don't do it. Don't do it. Why are you giving this bug money? Stop. He has done nothing to earn it. He lives here rent-free. I will say, I did watch a little bit of Asmongold's stream when he first started, and my favorite part was when he was like, "Man, I'm killing stuff so fast." When it was the other people around him were waiting for him to target it, and then they killed it. It just got obliterated. That was my favorite part. I was like, I'd say the same. I would be like, "Man, I feel so strong." I'm so beefy. Dang. Don't look at me. Stop. Eeh. Don't look at me. See, we're almost level 10 and I've been playing for about 2 hours. Not even 2 hours. I've probably been actually leveling for about maybe 30 minutes to an hour. So leveling is very streamlined. It's very quick now. Oh, damn, Lance. Hey. Did you see that they also have you in this area? Why are your eyes like that? Why are they so far apart? To see the forest better? I'm only a bully to Land, by the way. He's the only one who gets bullied. I'm very nice. Sometimes. Why do you have those eyeballs? Like you were a normal human baby. God. What do I get? Should I just... I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna get this. Because I feel like your job gear is usually better anyway, right? If I remember correctly, I think you get like quote-unquote relic gear. I can't help myself. I don't know why I'm like this. I'm sorry. I know these aren't important and you don't have to do them anymore. But if I see an exclamation point, I have to do it. How anyone doesn't do all the exclamation points in every area, I'll never know. This is absolutely unnecessary. You do not need to do these side quests. I just have a problem. Probably don't need this map that big. I think I've finished all of the Stormblood side quests. I think Idleshire I have to do, and I definitely need to do some of the Shadowbringers areas. But I've mostly completed a large portion of them. Why am I? Because I accidentally bought it and I'm poor. Don't judge me. Look. I bought it and I'm broke. So I couldn't afford the other hat. Make sure you read before you buy, guys. I accidentally bought in the crafters section and did not realize. Yeah, I was thinking instead of having endless arrows, I was gonna have to craft each arrow that I shot. Could you imagine? I would not be Bard if I had to craft every single arrow. And you only had a limited amount for each fight. Oh my god. That would be so difficult at the beginning of the game. Like later on you could just like stack 999, but You have another quest. Bum, bum, bum. Red Octane. Damn, that's a cool name. Oh, my bangs are messing with my eyes, sorry. Here we go. Yeah, I feel like maybe it was a thing like super early on. But I would not do that now. Not at all. I would just deal with like standing and casting. I definitely would just be a black mage. I should be doing the story. I should be doing the story. I'm not. I also need to go get my job quests and stuff. Like... God, they sound so horrible when they die. Hey Land, do you happen to know what time the live letter is? Named Texas Instruments, and I instantly wanted to be his friend. That's because we've all bought Texas Instruments at one point in our life. At least I think that's what I'm thinking of. It's the calculator brand, right? $8 p.m. for us. Ooh, damn, we got some time to kill. We're good. Oh, I gotta pick. I guess I should pick a belt. Oh shit, level 10. Alright, let's actually do things we need to do and stop being a delayed Nancy, shall we? It's so quiet. I wonder if that person is still dead. I wonder if they accept your rest. If they rest themselves. My god, Cactar is so full. Does that man not have any pants on? No, he does not. Alright, I see the exclamation points. We are not going to go to them. We are not going to acknowledge the exclamation points. Do you guys hear me? We're not doing it. Yeah, I mean, that's usually how it goes between patches, is like one area. One main city-state will be very, very busy. Oh god. But, I mean, Cactar has a lot going for it. A lot of the VTuber group, I think a lot of the VTuber groups have picked here. And then you also have Asmongold, so yeah, Cactar is getting a lot of action, honestly. We're ignoring our hunting log. We're not doing it. We don't need it. We don't have to do it. More exclamation points, don't look at them. Do not perceive them. Alright, we are gonna go back to the main city-state, and I'm gonna turn in these quests. And also pick up my job quests, because I'm very behind on them. Stop! I want to. I want to complete all of them, but it's like I've already completed them on my main account. I don't need to complete them twice, but the OCD in me is like, get those exclamation points off the screen. If you don't want to see them, you could just do them and not actually see them. It's quite the conundrum. Oh wait, wrong way, wrong. I will say doing them doesn't take as long as you would think. Unless it's like they want you to bring them something eerily specific. I think there were a few in Stormblood. They wanted me to bring them a certain type of food. And I couldn't find it for the life of me. Alright, hey Campbell Soup, we finished this for you. Thanks. Oh my god, it's this one? I thought this was like a beginning one. Job quests, I'm pretty sure for most of them, are extremely boring to begin with. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I was very bored for a majority of the job quests that I did. All taters. Of course they're a potato. Why would they be anything else? There we go. There's one. The beginnings were super boring to me. I honestly didn't enjoy them until like the end of A Realm Reborn and like upwards. The beginning ones were super boring. Like I'd say this one doesn't get interesting until I feel it's like around level 30. Like the level 30 quests are when they start to get pretty interesting. More question marks. We are not perceiving. We do not see them. They are not real. But am I crazy? The answer is yes. I can never find anything in this game. Let me find the arrow thing, please. Damn. We're on a whole ass bus, aren't we? Hello? Where are they? Ah! You sneaky snake, you. Done. Alright, and while we're here, this was actually the itinerary Moogle I was talking about. Where you get different, X and make all these names disappear so I can actually find this damn Moogle. Alright, so certain times they'll do Tomestone exchange. So you'll do content, and in exchange you'll get tomes for items. So I believe past previous, I suppose this was the last one. Yeah, okay, this is like the first one they did. Hold on. Alright. So this is, I guess, the only one they have listed. But you'll get a jewelry item. That's usually the most expensive one. It's just an aesthetic item that you can glamour over pieces. Mounts are next. Musical or orchestrion rolls. What? Did I miss out on getting horns? Oh my god, I did. I'm offended. I love those horns. Okay. More mounts. Usually these are like old extremes or the Beast Tribe mounts. And then lots of different little minions that you can get from dungeons or a bunch of different other things. And then this is just crafting material, and then I don't really, I guess that's a little thing you can pop and then something happens. They're kind of useless. I never ever get any like poppers. Yeah, I wish I had spent my tomes on that, but I'm pretty sure I spent everything on the Namazu earring because I have a sick obsession with those Namazus. I love them. I don't know why. They're kind of jerks. They're not nice. But for some reason, I think they're the cutest. I put them all to work in my house. I have them in all their different attires. I used to really like putting them in bathtubs. That's really fun to do. Oh, I did. It wasn't that bad, honestly. I mean, it was just your McDonald's order, wasn't it? You know, I appreciate you telling me. I guess I now know your McDonald's order. That's cool. Oh, man, speaking of places, I tried the Dunkin' Donuts, like, bubble things. I don't know if they're advertising themselves as bubble tea, but I absolutely do not recommend ever trying it. It was so nasty. The little bubbles that they put in it are like bursting bubbles. So they had the strawberry flavor in them. And then they had like a weird textured skin over them. So the ones that had already popped in the drink, there was just like bubble skin in my drink. And it was just weird. And I didn't like it at all. Don't get it. I do not recommend. Save your money. Just go get real bubble tea. Actual bubble tea is like 10 times better. I'm telling you the truth, it's so gross. I know that bubble skin is probably not the best vision you can be having in your head right now, but it was so weird. Alright, done. We are ready to go. Oh my god, I did not attune. Hunter, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the community. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. I'm realizing that I didn't attune to that Aetheryte that I went right next to. I went right next to it and turned in a quest and I did not attune to it. So we're gonna have to walk all the way back. Fun. Don't we all love walking in a video game? That's like our #1 favorite thing to do. Can't believe it. There you are. Go ahead and laugh at me. Laugh. It's fine. Oh my god. Why do you have mutton chops? They're so long. Old Ricky Bobby looking ass. I'm out of here. I maybe didn't attune to an aetheryte, but at least I don't have mutton chops. At least I'm not pretending to be Wolverine. Duke, how are you doing today? Well, I guess it's evening now. How's your evening going? Well, at least it's evening for me, that is. We're tuning to this. It's the weekend? Yes, it is. It's Friday, so it is the weekend. Oh, wait. If I don't go across that bridge, I can't get over there. I just realized that. I believe I've tried that several times and I always get like stuck in that ditch. Oh my god, where's the bridge? Jesus. What do you mean that one time? That perpetually happens. My eyes are being so weird. I swear I'm like blinking. But my bangs are in the way. Let's attune. There we go. We are now attuned. Man, I can't wait to unlock mounts. I remember when I came through here, I think I went the wrong way to get to the, oh gosh, the cathedral where the weddings are held. And since I was level 1, those, oh my gosh, what are those things in that area going to Float Guard? They're like level 32. I got destroyed going up there like an idiot, and then I had to like send a DM to Land and be like, I'm really trying to get to your wedding, but I'm like super dead. I am extremely dead right now and I cannot make it. And then y'all came and picked me up, and I almost died again when I got into the car with y'all, because for some reason, instead of targeting anyone else, since I was a little baby, it targeted me. And then almost knocked my ass out of the car. Alright, is this on there? Yes, this is one of the quests, okay. Oh my, I'm so strong. I think it helps me if I just keep up the main scenario map. Because if I see the normal map and I see all of the exclamation points, I'm just gonna be tempted to stop and do all of those. It's much easier for me not to perceive the question marks now. Or not question marks, the exclamation points, sorry. I appreciate the Red Octane also has all red gear. I feel like that means he's truly dedicated to that character. He didn't just make a character named Red Octane, he is Red Octane. Poison me? Poison you. Lined up well with having to steal these babies. Oh, and they're my hunting log. Work. That probably would have worked if I used the correct attack. Let's try it this time. Nope. Fine, start. Okay. Those aren't either of the attacks that I thought they were. I have to steal an egg from somebody. Trying to help this poor girl out. Because I feel like I have most certainly died in this area myself because I pulled too many of these. There you go. Now we need to slay Opa Opas. And we're good, because that's just the Lavender Bed quest, and then I've just finished my job quest, so we're good. I'm gonna try being keyword to stay solely focused on my job quest and the main story quests, because if you are just starting out, that is probably what you should do. There's really not much reason to do extra side stuff unless you've looked up and found a mount that you really, really want, or a minion you really want, or something of that nature. There are very few quests that actually give minions and mounts, so the main scenario does give mounts. Go through the door, hello? And maybe we'll pop a Fantasia after this. What should I go? What do you guys think I should be? Should I be here? Vienna sausage? A cuter cat girl? What else is there? An aura? I'm not gonna be a Lala. I refuse. And I will not be a row. I cannot make a pretty row. I'm just like inept to do it. I can't do it. I'll take the money. I'm thinking personally I should probably go maybe Highlander? Maybe be a Thicklander? Because through the story, if I remember right, you get like 2 Fantasias. Because I know you get one in Heaven's Ward. And then log on rewards, like if you're just returning to the game and you haven't used your Fantasias, they do give you a few of those from like pre-orders and log on stuff. Or at least I feel like I did. I feel like I got like 2 Fantasias when I logged in. Okay. Don't perceive. Do not look. We're not doing the check marks. We are only doing blue quest, and we are only doing our job quests. That's it. Main story. Job. Oh, that's where this dead girl is. She's still dead. For level 10, I'm pretty sure we're good and leveled for what we are doing. I don't think I'll need to play catch up at all. Okay. Oh, is this the place where we need to fight the little imps? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, they're not aggressive. Okay. I was about to say, I was like, I thought they attacked in here, but I think that's a fate that happens here. What the hell? Never mind, I was wrong. Okay. Damn, Luther Firstborn. You got a hero ass name, but didn't stop. Damn. Aw, yeah. Cutscene, baby. This is also where the first guild hest is. It shift. This is why I play as Bard. Like, the move and shoot is just so nice. If I had to be stationary and be a black mage, I'd probably lose my mind. I'd probably be dead, honestly. Safe. Yeah. Feel. Think. Yuzette, how are you? am good. I'm a little hot, but I am good. I think it's just because it's like very hot in the afternoons here, like late afternoons. It gets very hot. God, I totally forgotten what her name was. I will say I can't wait until we hear the best song in the game, which is Papaya, Papada Pada Papaya, Papaya. I think that's the whole song, actually. It's just Papaya. Hey, Meow, how are you? You're designing more OCs and you're forever cursed? Oh no! Designing OCs is fun, though. I love designing OCs. I have... Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 OCs. Only 2 have been, well, I have 4 that have been drawn out, 2 that have been fleshed out, which is this one and my Oni girl from the monster girl things that I was doing, because I love monster girls. Oh, a fusion dance. How very DBZ of you. The song of your people. The Papaya song's a song for Lalafels. You're not a Lala. You're like, what are you, a Hur that looks like Wolverine? You're not a potato. It's for Pisces. No, it's not. No, it won't. Hmm, interesting. That'd be a very good anime. So she's staticky and glitchy. Oh, that sounds cool. Look, you can't hear what they're talking anyway, and for some reason, I'm a little off. I think it's because I put my arm in my chair, so it messed me up. Okay. Yeah, where are your manners, you little potato? His cheeks are so pink. It makes me want to pinch him. I love how the potatoes walk. It always brings me such joy. We did it, guys. That's what they are. They're little potatoes. The little lalas. I don't think they like it when they're called potatoes, so don't attack me. Get a life. Oh my god. One of them's gonna interrupt me, I know it. Don't look at me. Really? We tried to be too slick. I know, they're helping. I think it's because we both pulled them. Because I'm pretty sure there were 3 people in there and we all tried to like run through so we didn't have to deal with them. So we were all feeling that on a very personal level of not wanting to deal with those imps. Alright, we need to do this next because this is our job. So we need to go back here and turn stuff in. So many people. I think that's like everyone's pro to wanting to be a healer is that I think I need to go this way. Is that you get to play music. And they give you all kinds of instruments. Queen Bubes. Oh god. Ugh. Names in Final Fantasy never disappoint me. They're all a mess. Damn, guard. It was just a squirrel, homie. Okay, that was a question mark. Don't perceive. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. We are here to slay these things. That's it. We will not perceive the other things. Can't believe we're level 11. You've never played a Final Fantasy game in your life? Oh my gosh. I mean, there are certain ones I really like and then other ones I would never play again. I really like 14. I give it shit, but I still really love it and enjoy it. It's a really good MMO. Like, if you're new to MMOs, have never played one, this is a pretty good starter one. It has a lot for everyone to do, whether you want to be a casual player or a hardcore player. Lulls kind of hit a little hard, but I mean, you can find other stuff to play in between then. But yeah, you don't have to play the main series. There's lots of throwbacks to other series, like Final Fantasy games. So if you are a big fan, like, they have little callbacks, but they're still like enjoyable, like, new things for you to see, like if you're brand new to it, which is really nice. And if you play it, you can be like, oh man, I remember that from Final Fantasy or Final Fantasy 14. And you'll like realize where they pulled it from if you did decide to try the main series. Out of the main series, I'd probably recommend playing 6, 7, 9, and 10. Those are the ones that I would recommend. 15's decent, but I honestly would only say play that one if you're kind of craving something that's more... It's a little less fantasy. It's a little less high fantasy and a little more realistic fantasy. There's a free trial that goes up to 60. Yes, that's true. Free trial. You can level, you just don't have access to stuff. And if you want to get it, you can. And then experience Endwalker, which will be coming out in November-ish. Have you ever beaten a Final Fantasy game? Final Fantasy was your first? That used to be me. I used to not finish Final Fantasy games. I would play them like halfway through and then never touch them again. It wasn't until like a few years ago that I actually decided to just sit down and actually play through a lot of them. And now I adore them. I'd say Final Fantasy is probably one of my favorite series. Yeah, my cat girl's so tiny. She's so small. Ba-da-da-da. Oh, I need to teach you guys how to put stuff in your glamour chest slash... What is it called? Oh, it's thundering. Oh no. This is basically everything opening up to us. So now we have guild leaves. Hey Zello, how are you? We're going to go into the end room. Alright. Let me go ahead and accept the next quest from her. Oh, wait. The End Keep. Okay, so let's go into an inn room. Your wisdom tooth decided to come out, like, just pop out? Or you got it removed? What? How does that happen? Like, it just popped out? That's horrible. That sounds painful. Are you on good medicine? Did you get the good stuff? Alright, so a lot of the items that they give you at the beginning of the game are stuff from rewards and whatnot. You can also put event items in here. So you can just go here and then see it gives you that, and then you can put it in the armory chest. Or put it in your more. Wait, that's not how it's pronounced. I'm bad with words. You just wish your teeth would pop out? How low is it? I didn't even use it for anything. Okay. Let's put all of our other stuff in here. Is your wisdom tooth not a teeth? Is it not? It's teeth. It counts. But yeah, it has to be 100%. I'm an idiot and keep trying to put stuff that is not 100% in here. But as long as it has its integrity, you can throw it in here. Okay. Wait, why am I wearing these shoes? I guess this is the best one. That's fine. That sucks! Insurance should have to pay for that crap. That's something you really can't control. And then there are those lucky people that, don't have to get them out. My sister didn't have to get her wisdom teeth removed. At all. She got lucky. Alright, we don't have access to the glamour chest yet, but glamour chest is basically for battle items, cash shop items. You can throw them in here, and then you can make glamour plates for your character. Is that all I wanted to show you guys? We basically finished the quest. I'm gonna hop on my main character. The weather! Just so I can show you a couple other things before we're done for the day. Oh my god. I have to hurry. Rain terrifies me. I don't want to get my computer fried again. Yeah. No, rain and PC, no. No go. I won't do it. Not anymore. I tested Fate. Once. Fate won. Okay. So, some things that didn't come up before, because we did not have them unlocked, was the Duty Finder. So, the Duty Finder, after you have completed everything or gotten to certain levels, you unlock things. So, you have leveling at 16, trials at 50, main scenario at 50, guild test at 10, so this is going to be the first thing that opens up to you. Then you have alliance raids at 50 and normal raids at 60. Expert is when you've completely finished leveling. Level 80 dungeons when you've completely finished leveling. Yeah, it's been on and off today here too, Super Guy. And then you have 50, 60, 70 dungeons that you start at 50 and leveling. So the first dungeon you're going to do is Sastasha. That's the first dungeon you're going to open up when you hit level 15. It is awful. No one likes it. Gold saucer. Guild tests. Again, you can do all of these, and I believe you get a title. I can't remember, but it's helpful to finish all of those. Raid Finder. Again, this is for the Savage raids. No one uses this. Everyone uses Party Finder. I've never used the Raid Finder. Let's see if we can actually open that up. Okay, Party Finder, here we go. So, this is for, it's cross-world. So, all of the data servers that are on Aether are all connected, and you can go through in here. So, they'll have things like farm, mount hunt. So, the extreme hunt is the monster hunter stuff. that they did, and you can mount farm for an extreme fight. It's pretty fun. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, see, just everything. Anything you need to do is usually in here. It's usually more recent content like the Savage Raids and whatnot, but there is stuff for just farming and general fun stuff. People will put stuff like this, RP things, events, all that jazz in here. And you can also set up private party finders for you and your friends if you don't want other random people joining. But you can also just add from your friends list, even if you're cross server. I'm trying to hurry. Oh, my eyes are freaking out bad. It's gotten so dark in here. Convenient saddlebag. I think that's basically everything we need to go over. Yeah, I'd say that's about it. You level up you get retainers and stuff as you go along, and those are basically in the main scenario quest, so you can't really miss them, and you will open them up no matter what. The only thing you really need to be wary of is if you are being not a scholar but a summoner, you need to make sure you pick up your scholar quest and do it too, so they level up simultaneously together. Okay. I think that's all the information I have for you guys. I'm not sure if I'll hit my old character back up and start doing some more leveling and see how long it takes to just get through the main story and stuff. But I will be playing more Final Fantasy. We're going to be playing Endwalker and all that stuff. I'm sorry to kind of be abrupt, but I really do not want to test this weather. Here are my links if you are not following and want to follow. I hopefully will have a more steady stream schedule, maybe the week after next. I'm going to try to make sure I set everything up. And thank you guys for watching and hanging out. Hunter, thank you so much for the follow. And Lan, thank you for the host earlier. I appreciate it. And again, thank you guys for all stopping by. Stay safe and have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you all later. Bye.